Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to the Morning Mindset. Kerry Green here. I hope you are ready to ride alongside me, get your mind aligned with the truth of God. I want to start out this episode by saying thank you. Eric and Jackie are some of our most recent new partners to the Morning Mindset. Partners are those who help us financially to keep the Morning Mindset running. If you would like to know more, please look at the description in your podcast player or app, or go to kerrygreen.com, C-A-R-E-Y, green, like the color, .com. Now, we are just diving in to 2 Peter chapter 1, verse number 3, where we have just been told in yesterday's episode of some staggering truths that are ours freely as a gift from God. If you didn't hear yesterday's episode, I encourage you to go back and listen so you can get the full context of what we're talking about. But in short, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3 tells us that God, by his divine power, so there's an idea there that there's matchless power behind what Peter is about to tell us. God has done this, and he has fulfilled this because he has the power to do so. And he has granted to us, Peter says, all things that pertain to life and godliness. And I mentioned that some translations say everything we need for life and godliness. And my friends, that is an amazing asset that we have that has been given to us freely by the power of God. But what I want to focus in on here is the means by which that comes to us. You see, God grants us many things. He gives us the opportunity to avail ourselves of quite a few things, quite a few blessings, but there are means by which they come to us. You know, it's kind of like the electricity comes to your house by means of the wiring and the transformer stations and all those things that are part of the electrical grid. And the power that comes to us, these truths that come to us and have an impact in our life, come through certain means as well, certain channels you might think of. And in this case, he says it is through the knowledge of him who called us to his own glory and excellence. Well, the him that it's talking about is Jesus Christ. And so everything we need for life and for godliness comes to us through the knowledge of Jesus. Through the knowledge, my friends, let that sink in. Through your understanding of who Jesus is and what he has done, you receive everything you need for life, everything you need to be a godly person in this world. And I know we struggle. We fight sin. We do it in our own strength. We try to beat those bad habits. We try to live up to a certain standard that we have in our mind. But it seems to me there's much more resting involved in this. And by resting, I mean we can let the pressure off. We can take a deep breath. We can relax and realize I don't have to fight and strain and struggle with my sinful bent any longer, because God, by his divine power, has granted to me everything that I need for life and godliness. And the only catch, if there is even an appropriate way to say it like that, the only thing is that I've got to avail myself of the knowledge that's been given to me of Jesus Christ. And my friends, I think this is less academic and more relational. We need to learn to delight in Jesus Christ, in the truths of who he is. We need to rest in him. We need to rely on him. We need to fall in love with him. You see, when you're really in love with somebody, you want to know everything about them you can. You spend time with them. You talk with them. You read their letters or emails. You read between the lines of the letters and emails because there's so much there you want to know and you want to understand. And I think that's the kind of knowledge that Peter's talking about here. Because he has called us into his own glory and excellence. Those are massive words. They're words that we can only reach the tip of the iceberg in this episode. But there is so much more than what we experience in this life that Jesus has available to us. And it comes to us through our knowledge of him. So my friends, dig into him today. Delight yourself in knowing him today. And join me again tomorrow.